Perfect. Welcome to Work It Wednesday, everyone. We are so excited. We're really excited this week because we are doing an SFR recap. So whether you attended or you did virtual or you just had extreme FOMO and didn't get to go, we're going to be able to recap everything. I actually haven't been home yet since SFR because I had a trip after that. So I'm literally in the car on my way home from the airport. Haven't seen my husband or my dogs yet, so I'm super excited. So yeah, you're getting me in the car in my travel attire. So you're welcome for that. Dylan's sick, so we're a whole mess. But either way, we're glad you're here. And we're just gonna kind of talk about our different experiences that we had with it, why we find it's vital in our businesses, and then kind of go over some of the stuff that we found out there. And then if anybody has anything that they want to share, or if they, want to share their aha moments, or, those of you that did virtual, I'd love to hear your experience with it. And if you're, what you got from it compared to someone that was in person. Because honestly, like, leaders are really born at events, and it is really important to get there at whatever point you can in your business, because there's nothing like that spark that happens when you're around your like-minded people that they're selling the same products that you are, that they just truly get it, and you get to feel loved on and supported, and you get to see how thankful home office is for us. And like, it's pure magic. So we really just want to kind of bottle some of that energy up for someone who's never been at an event, and let you open that up a little bit tonight, and just, hear our experiences and our fires, and just all the joy that comes along with it. So we're really glad you joined. And I hope to hear from some of you as well. Dylan, how do you want to kick it off?
Um,
Other than that.
I am fine if some people just want to share, and then I do have a little presentation. Um, I didn't want to,
Did
and
you freeze?
I feel
Hold on, you
sick, so I
froze
don't even know
so
how I'm
bad.
going to say this.
Rewind.
Am I
What'd
good
you just
now?
say? Now you are.
Okay, so basically, all of the fun stuff that we figured out, I put into like a quick slideshow just because I didn't want all of us that attended SFR or those who were able to attend virtually to, those who weren't able to attend, I didn't want you guys to miss out on anything. So I made a fun slideshow, but we can do that more towards the end as long as we leave a little bit of time there. I just want everyone to know how exciting the next 6 months of our business are going to be because there's so many good things coming out. Like, it's just going, all of our businesses are just going to blow up and do so well, and I just want you all to see that and see everything that's coming and go through that quickly, so we can share stories first and then we can go from there.
Okay, perfect. Tiffany was late, so she gets to go first.
I don't know why, but deep in my soul, I felt that was going to happen. Like, and that's okay. So we're going to you're on a charger. Okay. Okay. So I think the biggest aha moment, so long, guys, so long. Wait, let me just, okay. Yes, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So the biggest aha moment for me throughout SFR was during leadership, where Orville talked about how the last hypergrowth, wait, no, sorry. He said every hypergrowth we have ever had was consultant driven. So the last hypergrowth started because of a consultant created program called Active in April. Sorry, I got a text message. Hilarious. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, Dylan. But he said, we're just waiting on you to decide when the next hypergrowth is going to be. And I think that I was definitely in a place where I needed to hear that, because it's so easy to get hung up on what's happening in our lives right now, like with the economy being where it is, prices of things being what they are, and the cost of living in general. And I think like other just situations too, like there's a whole lot of negativity that we could listen to on a regular basis. And the way that Orville laid that out just so beautifully pointed out that we have a choice. Like at any given moment in our business on a daily basis, we have the ability to start a day off with a choice. Like today is the day that this is going to happen. And just to know that that's within our control as consultants, and consultants made a difference, blew my mind. Like that was just the most surreal moment for me throughout the whole entire experience, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Right. I think it really pinpoints to, it comes down to ultimately making a choice to work your business and to cause a spark. You guys see it time and time again when we sell something out of clearance super fast, or there's a consultant bundle that's put together and people run with it and they have success with it, and we're selling products out left and right. Like, we are truly better together, and when we can have a storm of empowerment together as consultants to rise to the top, like we say it all the time, around the tide lifts both. Is the community and the culture that we have inside this company, and that will help us get where we all want to go, but it's in a like-minded river. We're all flowing together rather than trying to swim up the current and recreate all the systems and do all the things. We have to get back to that simplicity and that authenticity and the generosity and all the things that Cincy stands for, and work together to create this movement that will build something so much beautiful and powerful and stronger than what we started at. And I don't know if you guys have all joined that, but there is a group of consultants that already put together and active in August. So they're trying to create that movement. We're towards that hypergrowth 3.0 that he was talking about, Cincy 3.0. Like, no company has done this hypergrowth like 3 times like what we want to be able to accomplish. So it's just really cool to be a part of something like that. All right, I really want to hear from someone who did virtual. So Val or Jenny, could you tell us your guys' experience, and then if anybody else that did virtual? Okay, Jenny, you can start.
I'll start.
I was getting ready to. I was really glad that we could do the virtual, because I mean, yes, like curiosity was definitely like getting to me and everything after attending World Tour and knowing that that's just like a tiny taste of what SFR is. But just being able to like listen to the speakers and seeing that atmosphere and all the confetti and the craziness, like it definitely like has me really like thinking about going to SFR next year. As much as it like is, it's just the mom guilt in me, not of like being away and everything and stuff, which I know it's just the season that I'm in, but it's also just one of those that it's like, okay, maybe I do need to like once again put myself out of my comfort zone, get that like in-person feeling and everything and stuff, and just once again have my mind blown by Cincy and how it is, because that continues to happen anyways. But it definitely gave me a good taste of like what I could be doing and what I could be like trying to get my teammates to do also.
For sure. Val, what was your experience?
Mine, I mean, it was obviously, hard to do when I have to work. So I was like rushing home, trying to hop on, catch some of the different sound bites and stuff like that. But my biggest thing was when Diana came out and she told her story. That was the most profound speaker I have ever listened to. And I've listened to several in my lifetime, but the never give up mantra that she has is just amazing to me. And the trials that she went through in life, some of like, like in her early years with her, with the sexual abuse that she had to deal with and stuff, I can relate. And so it just put more things into perspective for me. And there's just that never give up spirit. that's something that a lot of us tend to forget. We all have that in us. And she just brought that to the forefront. That was my aha moment, was the never give up.
Yeah,
I've got to find my Cuba now.
yes, exactly. It was so inspirational, and just to be able to be there and experience that and hear her version of what she went through, you're absolutely right. It just reminds us we all have that magic within inside of us. There's nothing more special in one person than the other. All it comes down to is that the fear of giving up and not wanting to let yourself down, even if it's so many years later. Like, you have to just believe in yourself and believe in that dream.
Exactly.
Thank you for sharing.
Yep.
All right, Zoe, what you got, girlfriend? Now that she's talking to someone else, Zoe, it's your turn.
Sorry, I was trying to get Cody to leave the room because he makes me nervous.
I get that.
It just makes me nervous when he's standing. Anyways, see, I'm nervous. Hold on, let me change the locations. Not if I lock the door. Sorry, it's gonna get dark for a minute. Okay. So this was my first SFR with Heidi and whatever. And everybody's warned me that Heidi will make you cry. Well, I didn't know that was serious, because when she got up there to talk, I think it was day one. She started talking about sunshines, and everybody knows I lost my mom in November, and that really hurt. And so I boohooed the whole time. But you can hear him coming in. So yeah, but then Diane got up there, and then that wrecked me. Like, the strength that she had, that's what I want. And nobody knows this, but I was gonna quit Cincy at the end of the year, like, give it up, be done. But this SFR really put a fire under my butt, and yeah.
I'm so glad, because I would never want to lose you. I'm glad
Right?
you're here in a community.
So
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do, like, upline and stuff. Like, it's just not worth it anymore. But being able to hang out with Tab and Dylan and Renee, like, that really helped.
We love you.
Right?
So
Speaking of Renee, what you got?
What I had to go through my phone and find this because I took a picture of it. Orville's 4 little squares. It's very small for me to read. Hang on here. Dylan, do you have a bigger version? We have the growth zone. Let's see. Deviant zone, rebellious zone, and the comfort zone.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And I definitely am. The comfort zone is what hit me. Let's see. Lots of joy in a journey going nowhere. High loyalty and I don't know what that word is. Camaraderie. Little stretching and accountability. Complacency, leniency, and low. Maybe it wasn't comfort zone. Okay, I did not plan this, guys, at all. No joy. No, that's not it.
Do you want me to come back to you?
Yeah, come back.
Okay, we'll come back to Renee. Does anybody else want to share?
I'm sure Joanna wants to.
I would love to hear from Joanna.
Yes, because it was her first one.
Okay, sorry. I couldn't find my unmute button. So I think one of the biggest things that I got out of it, and I was actually just texting with Dylan before this, was one of the soundbite speakers. And I'm glad with it. We ended up going to all three of the soundbites because even though the topics were the same, I feel like I got a lot out of each one of them. They all had different perspectives of it. So that was really nice. But one of the biggest things that I got out of it was the I am statement. Sorry about that. Sorry, I gotta jump off here real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. Cheryl, you can go ahead and share until she comes back.
Okay, hello. So what I got out of it was honestly just that this is my time to stop just talking about it and like actually do it. And hearing Naiad talk about, I've been like obsessed with Diana ever since we left there. I've like looked all up about her. I've like looked online about her. I watched her movie. Then there's another movie that she did, like a documentary, and that led me to another swimmer movie about like the first woman to cross the what was it? The English Channel. And like now I'm obsessed, and I'm just like all these people that just they all had this like burning desire in their heart to do something great, and then like either life got in the way and they let go of it. Like Naiad did not swim for 30 years and she couldn't deny that feeling in the pit of her chest. And then even still, like she tried 4 times and still failed, and then on the 5th time is when she actually made it. And I think that for me this was like my like aha moment of this won't be the reunion that I leave, where like I leave on fire and then like a month goes by and I'm like back to the same place, because like I haven't hit my numbers in forever, which is okay. I'm like working on with my team member Nina is doing awesome. She's close to director again. But I'm tired of just always saying I'm gonna, and Christina's on here, so Christina's not like, yeah, I know. I'm tired of always just saying I'm going to do it and then not doing it. I have a really bad habit of like being like, oh yeah, let's do that. Or, oh yeah, I'll show up for that, and then not showing up for it. So my thing, this SFR, just, I think seeing mom and dad and then just like the same message over and over again of like, not giving up, and then like having our sunshine and giving that sunshine to other people has me in a place where I want to get back to where I was when I first joined. And I was super excited. And I hit director and I was on fire, and no one could stop me about talking about Sensi. And it was all I could think about. I'm trying to get back to that point. So what I pulled away from SFR was continue to make those connections with people and love on people, no matter who they are. And no matter if I even know them, just continue to do that. And 2, to know that I do deserve for this to happen, even though my brain tells me that it won't ever happen and I don't deserve for it to happen. And 3, in better layman's terms, and you're gonna be surprised, but my husband told me like either shit or get off the pot. Like literally, he's like, either you do it or you don't. He's like, you keep doing the same thing where like you get excited and then like, yes, I'm more further than I've ever been, but I'm still kind of in that like same place where I don't go anywhere else. And I don't want to be that way anymore. I want to actually take it seriously. So this is me like actually taking it seriously. And so that's what I got away from it.
Good.
I mean, it's just a testament that, you've been to several events. You've done this for several years, and you can see the difference in yourself compared to leaving this SFR compared to years in the past. And that to say, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to stand on my own way. I don't want to be my own roadblock. I want to unlock my potential that I know I have, but yet I just keep stopping myself. So I think it's really good. I did that. And that's why they're so important to show up to, because it's something you don't even know sometimes that you need so desperately in your life. When you're at the event and you're sitting there, or you meet a connection with someone who you've never saw before in your life, you just happen to sit next to them, and then they end up being one of the most incredible people that you've ever met. Like, since he brings those people into our lives, different area for us, a different connection, a different feeling, just change, like altering honestly the path that we're on. And it's important to open ourselves up and allow ourselves to have those opportunities and not just shut that door for that to happen. because you will stop your own success before it ever gets started if you shut down like that. Thank you for sharing that, Cheryl. Renee, you ready?
Yeah, I think, and I was right. It is comfort zone, which is about kind of like what Cheryl just said. She's just right here. And it must have been words that I was looking for that he said. But yeah, I enjoy it. I love the people, but I'm just like right here. And I need to move up to that growth zone to where I'm growing and yeah. But it was incredible.
Well,
Listening to Diana about never giving up, but yes, the comfort zone is where I'm at, and I need to get out of that and grow.
yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
Tiffany, to put you on blast a little bit during that whole speech that Orville had, tell them your experience with the zones after you unmute yourself.
I started rubbing my eye and I was like, we're just going straight in here, folks. I don't know who knows this, but I love taking notes. It's my favorite thing on the planet. Okay. I love learning. So I was in the zone, so to speak, punny, if you will, listening, obviously drinking up every little drop that Orville's putting down. I'm like yeah. And Tim all of a sudden leans over and he goes, "You're in the comfort zone." And I was like, first off, judgment, I feel it. Ow. And second off, I started thinking about it, hurt myself further because I was like, we are like really close, Tim and I, but we don't talk about my business. Okay. Like I may tell him some exciting things. I'm like, Beetlejuice is coming out. And like the fangirly stuff he sees. But as far as like what I'm doing, like Tim has no idea that I send my own emails and text messages and like have forms that people fill out that I'm like organizing them together. He has no idea that the like all of the skills that I've gained in this business. But he obviously knew more than I thought because he leaned over and said, first off, I didn't ask. Tim, what zone am I in? What do you think? That's not what happened, folks. I was in deep. And then he's like, "You're in the comfort zone." And then started going through the reasons as to why he knows that's true, as if I'd asked that. I didn't. 100%. So it was a huge wake-up call for me that I like people very much see what I'm doing, like see through all of the crap, all of the excuses, which my friends do, because as soon as I texted them and I was like, that just happened, they were like, absolutely, you deserve that. Yeah. They were 100% on his side. Not that there were sides, like obviously I had to come to terms with it as well, but massive wake up call for a cat just jumped up there. I'm okay if anyone was concerned, but like legitimately, no one asked.
So it's so cute.
Right? But like,
I love it.
it's not the time, Alistair. Go be free. Okay, anyway, so yeah, it was painful, but it's kind of nice to know that someone can see you, like for real see you, because if they don't, you stay in that comfort zone. If Tim had not said that to me, I would like, yeah, I got about another 2 years of being able to hide behind these excuses. No one's watching. I'm fine.
Oh,
But
I knew as soon as Orville was reading it and going through it, I'm like, yeah, that's me.
I did not. I was like, oh, these are fun little categories. Kind of remind me of those, like the immediate, like, I don't know. We learned about it. It was super cool. It's in accelerated leadership, but it was also in director boot camp. They broke things down into quadrants, like things that need your attention are also urgent, or like, I don't know. It was very cool. I love that thing. So I was like, wow, this is fun. This looks just like that. And then heartbroken by partner. No, he's got a lower title.
The way you said that is exactly, if he hadn't pointed that out to you, you wouldn't have seen that within yourself.
Yeah.
Compared to Renee saw it exactly in herself. sometimes it takes the other people in our life to kind of shatter that glass, to wake us up, to let us know, hey, we're not giving our full potential. We're not going in at this like we could. They see more that we're capable of. And even sometimes when you look in the mirror and you see that, and it goes back to Cheryl, like, I know that I'm capable of more. I want to do more. It's the same type of thing. It's just committing to yourself that you're going to be disciplined, you're going to be consistent, and that you're going to show up for yourself and your business because you know you're capable of it and you can do better. Just a little side note that we're taking the back roads now. So if I drop out, you guys are on your own, and good luck.
You're on your own. Well, and I think also like those that are close to us, like we feel like we can listen to them. Like we know that like I know when George tells me things, he's not doing it to be mean. He's doing it because he genuinely cares. But like we were like laying in bed last night and I'm like, I'm gonna make enough money this year. Like I'm gonna make enough money to help us. And like you won't have to like stress with the food trailer. Like I got this. He goes, yeah, okay, you said that before. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna make enough money. Da 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 da. And he's like, okay. And then he started making me mad. And I was like, I am gonna make enough money. And he's like, we'll see. And I'm like, now I'm like so mad. I'm like, I have to prove him wrong, but he's right. You know, like, so yeah, those who are closest to us can give us a tough love because we know that's coming out of a place of love.
Did you like get out of bed right away and start working just to prove them wrong? That's what
I was
should.
listening to freaking Mel Robbins. I was listening to Mel Robbins. I like had her like it's bedtime and I had her like listening to her loudly and I'm like and she's talking about getting out of your own way and I'm like and like all the dreams I'm listening to it and he's like so you're gonna listen to Mel Robbins now or listen to that girl now and I was like yep and he's like okay he's like you gonna stay awake late now I was like yep and he's like okay we'll see how long this lasts I'm like oh I hate you so much.
Keep putting wood on the fire.
You just gotta prove him wrong. Prove him wrong.
Yep. Joanna, are you able to share now? Are you back? I think I saw you.
Yes, I'm back.
There you are.
So I was just talking about one of the consultants had talked about the I am, making an I am statement. And it's basically was talking about instead of saying I think I can do that or I might get that, make it like manifest it like I am going to reach that goal, I am gonna hit my incentive, I am gonna whatever. And so for me right now I am statement is I am going to be a star consultant. Like I'm so close it like hurts. But I feel like having that mindset of I'm gonna do this, not oh, I might be able to do it, or I think I can do it, or I'm going to try to do it. But just the mindset that it's going to happen, whether it's next week or next month or whatever, it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And I feel like just the whole thing, the whole SFR, like was a really good experience for me because I kind of go back and forth. I have my good days where I'm all about it. And then I have days where instead of I could be doing Cincy work and I'm playing Monopoly Go or doing something else on my phone. And I'm like, that time that I could be doing that, I could take 5 minutes to follow up with somebody or something. So I think SFR helped to kind of get me back on track. But I'm definitely
good, I think.
Like getting out of my comfort zone is definitely a big deal. So and we had a consultant that was handing out stickers and it was kind of funny because the sticker that she gave me said nothing good ever comes from comfort zones. And I was like, it's perfect, it fit. So I put it on my cup.
Yes. But that's why it's important to have goals, to have ambition, to have those I am statements, because on those days where you'd rather play the Monopoly Go, you're like, okay, but like, is this going to get me any closer to being a star consultant? Because that's where I want to get to, but like, this is a really long detour. So, and it's going to be hard. Discipline is hard, but ultimately the sacrifices and the consistency is what gets you to where you want to be.
Right. And like and I have to tell myself, like that's fake money and I could be doing something to make real money.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
It also I proved to myself that I can do hard things because I did that 5K. That was huge.
I was so upset. I set my alarm and I slept right through it. I was supposed to go to the 5K and totally missed it.
Some of my friends were gonna sleep right through it till I reminded them it was their idea.
Oops. We were tired. We didn't, so it's fine.
We made it. I can share mine if I don't start coughing and dying over here. So I kind of have two different ones. One was a sound bite, which is where like multiple different consultants come together and share like 9 minute um, stories about like how they got to where they are today or like some of the challenges they go through. And I took a lot of notes throughout all of them, but one that really stuck out to me was this lady started her day off, and when she woke up, she decided to count how many people she passes in the day and how many opportunities she has to like offer this business. So she was like, I normally wake up and I drink my coffee, and then I take my dog for a walk, and I normally pass 3 people. And then, I go to the gym and I normally pass 6 people there, and so on. And she tells like her whole day. Well, by the end of the day, it's like 43 people or 23 people. It's a big difference in numbers, but she said a number. And so she was talking about all these different people she sees in her path. And it just made me realize like, even though I work from home and I am definitely a homebody, there's still many opportunities where I could get out and kind of like do two different tasks. I can get out and just go for a nice walk, have some catalogs on me, and if I see somebody in my neighborhood, be that weird person, walk up to them and start talking to them. Don't give them a catalog right away, but like build that conversation with them. And as you pass them, say hello one day. And then the next day, like start building that conversation. And there's so many connections out there that we can make that we don't even realize, that we're too nervous to even say hello that first time. And so I just took so much from that because I try to stay in my own bubble, and eventually I am going to get to the point too where I run out of customers. And the next thing that is going to build my business, the next big thing for me, is reaching those new customers and finding new potential teamies. So that was really cool to see. And I think everybody should challenge themselves tomorrow and just do your normal task each day and count how many people you pass. And then think about how many opportunities you have there that we don't think of on a daily basis. And then the other one, this was my first FSFR that I actually had a teammate from my downline go. And I cannot tell you how excited I was. Like, it's, I've always admired like sitting in seats and seeing other people's from Christina's team and being like, wow, this is so cool to like take up a section. But like when you have that feeling of knowing that you have recruited these people and you are taking up these seats, it's so fun. Like it's the opportunity too. Like Joanna, every time like we would come together and we would like sit there and get to talk for a few minutes, I'm like, what did you do the last, like 20-30 minutes? Like what were you able to experience? And she's like, oh, I went and met this person, and I went and talked to this person that I met online, and now we're friends and I need to go connect with them. And I'm like, who is this person? Like, I am so proud. Like, if we don't get people to SFR and you don't get to experience this, then I'm sorry for you, because it's the best feeling ever. Just like to have those people in those seats with you and know like you are giving them this opportunity to go meet more people, to know more about their business, to love on them. Like, best feeling ever. When she hugged me by, I just like wanted to cry because I was so excited to have somebody else there and like just share my experience with them. So that's my two.
My service is so spotty. So, yeah, I love that. You knocked that out of the park. So good. Anybody else want to share?
I mean, I'll pop on for just a second. I didn't really go to a lot of the sound bites and stuff. This year was my second SFR that I went to. I joined in 2019, but this year I went and I brought my mom with me, and so we had this year was just kind of I went for the show, seeing what was coming and the giveaways, and I was there to chat with a few people, but I mostly was there for just seeing my mom. But um, I think that the whole um all the different stories that they had in the learning expo was really cool. And I think that stuff like that would help you know, a lot of other consultants and things. But um, like I said, I didn't really go to the sound bites and stuff. But the first year, I went to like everything. But even just going this year, just for the little bit that I was there, I think that was better than not going at all because it brings back, you know, the Cincy spirit and stuff. And if you've been to any kind of Cincy event, that that brings something out of you that I think a lot of people realize is there.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, anybody else?
Now you're welcome.
I'll go.
All right. Yes, girl.
If y'all see any type of violence happening, it's okay. She's safe. I did a lot this year, but my biggest takeaway, which is going to be crazy. I loved all the speeches, the keynotes, and all that. I still brain dumping now. But the biggest moment for me was, where is she? My lovely sister Cheryl made me get on a chair. So for those that don't know, last year, Cheryl got on the chair, she got picked on stage. I don't like people to publicly see me. I know, sounds crazy, but I I did it. And after doing it, and I thought I was gonna die, I don't know, it was Cheryl and I think it was Lacey who posted how other people see me. So with me not seeing me, because me, I'm regular, I'm normal, I'm basic, you know, but to everybody else, I do things that I don't like to do, like standing on chairs, cheering for myself to do hard things. Like, I don't do that. Will I probably do it again? I don't know. But that made me really think about how I need to now forever do hard things in my business and in my life. Like, I do things scary because I have to, but now it's like it's a part of who I am to do things scary and to do hard things. So if y'all see me randomly posting, just get on the chair. You guys kind of know what that means now.
I love that so much. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you shared that. That is so good. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm back.
So awesome. Okay, anybody else? Even if you're not comfortable talking, if you want to put it in the chat, you're more than welcome to, and then we can read it off. But if nobody else has anything, Dylan, if you want to do your slideshow, but don't hold anybody back if they share.
Yeah, and I think we'll have some time after. So if anybody does want to share and they feel like they just get a burst of energy to share, then we can always do that after if there's some time. But basically, like I said before, I didn't want all the fun to happen to the people who went to SFR and who were able to attend virtually, because some people just joined and they didn't have that opportunity to sign up, or they didn't know what SFR was, or they've never experienced that. And so I didn't want to take all that joy and kind of keep everything to ourselves. So I wanted to share it with everyone of what we learned. This isn't like this is every single detail we learned along the way, because there's so many more products that I wasn't able to fit it into a slideshow, but I did want to give you the overall. If you are on like a computer or something, it may be cool to switch over to like have two different devices, because I'm going to try to go through it really fast here so we can get back to answering any questions. But I do want to share this. So let me see. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
And I made this really cute slideshow. And then as soon as I got done making it and shared it, Tiffany just sent me a slideshow that Cincy made. So now I'm really mad that I took all this time to make this, but it's fine. That's why Tiffany laughed at me at the beginning.
We love Dylan.
Of course they did, Dylan.
I know. I'm pointless. So here's all of the dates of everything. So like I said at the beginning, there is so many good things happening in our business. And I don't want any of you to miss out on this stuff, because this is big things. These are things our customers are going to go crazy over. So here is the public release dates. I think everything is on here except for the Disney Bakery collection. It has question marks here, but take a screenshot of this. That way you know what's coming up, write it in your calendar. These dates, of course, can change. It's nothing official, but this is what they told us at SFR. So over the next, from now until November, we have things coming out almost every week. And so it's going to seem like a lot, but if you're prepared and you're ready and you have it written in your calendar, this is going to go by so quick and we're going to have so many sales. So there is that. So starting in July, if you don't already know, we have the Minion collection coming out. I'm sorry, you guys are going to see a ton of photos with me because I didn't take photos of individual items, but I wanted you to see them. Can I not make this smaller? Oh, can you guys still see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So I hid your faces so that way I could show you everything. So we have the Minion collection that just came out. Lord of the Rings is coming out on July 29th, which this is our 20 years incentive. So you need to sell 3 items if you are trying to shoot for the, I spelled years wrong, 20 years incentive. So you can sell 3 bars, you can sell 3 warmers, you can do a mix of both, but that is the incentive item that they were holding from us. August. So in August, we have the Gordy Goodness collection. We have Beetlejuice. So if you weren't at SFR, this could be really exciting for you because a lot of people were so excited about Beetlejuice. So we have licensing now to be able to offer that product. And then we have 10 NFL helmets coming. So these are, I think we had like a football type something in the past, but now we have actual like helmets. So I think those are going to go really big for your NFL fans. And then we have in September, we have our fall and harvest collection. So here is some of the things that are going to be a part of our fall winter catalog. Of course, it's not all of them because we have a whole catalog. But here's some of the cute things that I thought some of you would enjoy. And we do have a new product here. This is called the Scentsy Air. And what it is, it's basically like our fan systems that we have, but it does some extreme fragrance. So it has 4 different pods in it. Like you can see here on the top, it has 4 pods that you can put in. And then it has like a light show that happens on it. But they put these in these huge rooms, like basically the size of like a living room and a bedroom combined. These huge rooms, and they just put 1 fragrance in the whole thing and it filled the rooms. So when we walked into each room, we could smell the fragrance and it was phenomenal. So
It was amazing. I think that was probably one of the best things they did at SFR.
yeah. If you've ever been at a previous SFR, they used to have us like flip this little thing and stick your nose in it and smell it. And I thought it was the worst thing and everybody was going to get COVID, but apparently that wasn't why people got COVID. It was because we were so close together. But that is, it was a better experience overall. You could walk in a room, really smell it, visualize it. It was cool. So that's a new product coming. It's $115 in case you're somebody who wants to know, but that will be in the new catalog. So there's the new catalog stuff. We have the Harvest collection. So here is a few things of the Harvest collection. I think this thing is so cute.
The
I want it.
scarecrow.
Yeah, the scarecrow is really cute.
The
And then,
ghost with red or
Yes,
green
it
wax.
is.
yes, the ghost with red and green wax would be super cute. This, I didn't do the light up version of it, but it like the eyeballs light up. It's really, really cool warmer. And then we have a villain collection coming September 23rd. If you know anybody who loves Maleficent, then this would be perfect to start sharing. I wouldn't share it till September, but in September, start sharing it so that way you can get some sales on that. September still, we're still in September. We are, of course, going to have a harvest collection, wax, pods. And then I thought this thing was so cool. It is so like our diffusers that we have, you can change the top of them, right? Like you can change the, what is that thing called?
Shade. Shade.
The
The
shade.
shade.
Yes, thank you. The shade. You can change the shade. And so now they're doing holiday themed versions. So this one is a haunted mansion. And then the chimney is actually where the smoke is going to come out of your diffuser. So I love this. And then they have a gingerbread one coming up that you'll see soon. So I think
Yeah,
that will be a
so
big hit
cute.
for people who like to change things up in their home. We are now into October, and by October, I mean the holidays. So this is some of the holiday collection stuff that I thought was really cute. Again, there's so much more, but I couldn't take pictures of everything. This guy is really cute. He has a little projection. They said that he projects snowflakes like behind him, and I thought it was just the light shooting out of the back of him, but they actually have a projector and it shoots the light. So it makes a very like crisp picture. And then we're gonna have some fan products, some mini items. If you love some of the Christmas movies, then we're gonna have some Christmas stuff. You have Christmas Vacation, all of those things on October 1st. And then we have Disney's Princess Collection coming out. And then we have October 14th, we have Bring Back My Buddy, which was voted on by us and our customers to bring Hamish back out. And they did, and they brought him out even better. So now he is a weighted buddy, and he has warming, like a warming feature in him. So you can put him in the microwave for a second and warm him up, and then somebody can use him for like emotional support, which I thought was really cool. Just make sure you don't burn the scent pack, take the scent pack out. And then we have Holiday Brick Collection as well, October 14th. And then, sorry guys, I'm flying through this so fast, but I wanted you to see everything. So if anybody wants pictures of these things, let me know and I'll be happy to share. October 21st, we have Friends Collection. I know in this group we have a ton of people who love Friends, and everybody was screaming and going crazy, but we got a Scentsy Buddy that looks like the Friends couch. And this thing is huge. If you have not seen this little warmer, like this warmer is big anyways, but compared to the couch, like that thing is huge. It's huge. And then we have the Disney Bakery Collection, and then we have another holiday bundle in October. And I think, is this the diffuser for the diffuser shade?
Yes.
No,
No?
no, I can send you a picture of it if you want it.
Well, it's okay. This is something. This is cute, right?
That's a warmer.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
gonna be
sure
they're gonna have a warmer and a diffuser shade. They look identical.
Oh, they do?
Okay, well then that settles that.
That makes more sense then, because I was like very confused on what this was. But basically, there's more holiday stuff coming out, and who doesn't love gingerbread? So we'll take it.
Dylan, I was going to add real quick. You were talking about how big the Friends couch is. So they did, I remember, say that that one's big enough it can actually hold 2 scent packs instead of just one. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, for extra fragrance, which I think they're doing like more often with the bigger things. So I think we'll see that a lot more. But I'm super excited about that. I'm definitely buying it. And then I think this is the last one that I had on here. So November 1st, we have the scents of the season. So we'll have 5 special bars with a holiday bag. And then we have a Harry Potter collection coming out. I think this warmer is going to go crazy and sell out instantly. So this warmer not only releases fragrance, but it also talks. And so there's a little button on it you can press, and it tells you like it sorts you into a house for Harry Potter. So it's really, really cool. And I think it's gonna go crazy. I think that's it. Yeah. So
Here's
that was.
one of my
Go ahead. Oh,
one of
and
my favorites. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on one of my slides. I don't know which one he was on, but yeah.
Maybe he was covered up on my screen.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. There's just a lot coming out, and I wanted those who weren't able to attend because of any situation that you have to be able to know how exciting and how many things that we have going for us. And so I wanted to share that opportunity. Does anyone want to see another any slide again, or does anyone have any questions?
Yes, same. I love the Disney stuff.
Yes. Ashley said, give me all the Disney. So excited for the new catalog. Yeah, it's so amazing. It's so exciting. If you haven't been here for a transition, I think in 2 weeks, so not next weekend. If you normally attend Work It Wednesday, next week we will do awards night, which is where we normally just celebrate our teams and talk about like PRV and things like that. The week after that will be Christina's jamming time. And I think, I don't know, I'm probably throwing this on her, but I think we'll probably talk about transition a little bit and kind of what that looks like in our business.
I
Right?
know we talked doing incentive chats.
Oh, incentive too.
But we transition is up there on necessities. So if there's another one of y'all's calls of these next month, we can hype it up and make everyone come to it. That way we can do basically
Both.
get it if you guys have a transition one scheduled. If not, we will just do a bonus call because I think it needs done.
No, I think it's really important. So I think
Yes.
after yours, so in 2 weeks we'll have jamming time, and then the one after that we can talk about transition and make sure all of the new
Perfect.
people and
So many exciting things to talk about.
I know so many big things coming. It's so exciting.
And Tab said that she's almost home, so she wanted to let everyone know how proud she is of everyone for showing up, and that she can't wait to see everyone kick off their business this fall season, and that she hopes that she sees you next week on Wednesday for our next Work It Wednesday.
Yeah. I think that is all we have unless somebody has something. Catherine shared the picture in the chat with the snowman reflecting. I think that's so pretty. I'm so
Oh.
excited.
Let me find it.
Did they release the names of the scents for the Disney Bakery collection? Somebody asked.
did.
They did.
Yes.
Let
Do
me.
you have?
I do have them.
Okay.
I
Somewhere
just
here.
want to say real quick, for those that are new, don't let the transition and don't let all of these different product drops freak you out. Like last year was my first year and I was so overwhelmed. Didn't know where either I was coming or going. I didn't know what product was coming next. It seemed like it was so much. But what I would do is just focus on one. Find one that sticks with you, and that's the one you push. Don't try and push all of them because it's going to be impossible. Find one that you think will do the best for you, and that's the one that you push. So just trying to give somebody a little bit of help.
Yeah. And if you plan ahead too, like if you have a VIP group, you can always put a poll in your PI group, your VIP group, and say, like, here's some things that might be coming out, what interests you, and then get them to go in and select those. So that way, when those items come up, you know who to share those with. Like if Villains and Maleficent isn't your thing, but maybe your customers love those. So if that's the highest thing, then that week you can, the week before you can start pushing those and sharing those items. So there's plenty of time, and that's why I wanted to give you this list ahead of time. So that way and you can prepare. Like I said, write it in your calendar and you'll be perfectly fine. It's not scary, but that is perfect. I love the way you put that too.
I was gonna say, I know when I did one of the sound bites last week, my biggest thing is not sharing the LTOs because I don't like them. And the way she worded it is, although you may not like it, someone else in your like your customer base is going to like whatever you share. Like my biggest thing was that Lord of the Rings warmer. I was like, I'm not gonna sell any of these. I posted it anyways. I've already hit my incentive.
Yeah, me too. I
And
said the
my
exact same thing.
mindset was like, I'm not gonna sell that. What the heck is this? But I've
Yeah.
already done it. So even though you might not like it, post it and share it because someone on your feed, your customer base, somewhere down the line, they're gonna like it. Because
Yeah.
I'm having to post Beetlejuice out of the sake of me. I don't want to post it, but I know someone on my customer base is going to like it.
Yep. To answer the question for the Disney bakery, and then I will let everyone go. The first scent is Disney Mickey Mouse Cinnamon Bun Bash. And then there's Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight. And then Churro So Sweet. Candy Apple Delight. And then Glazed Almond Dreams. They all sound fantastic.
I'm gonna need all those in my life.
I know. And the pictures that they used with them, like this is the glazed almond. Like that is such a pretty bar and it just smells so good.
Yeah.
Natasha, if you want to send me a message on Facebook, I will be happy to share the actual photos with you so you can see them and kind of see what they look like. I can share that. So thank you everyone for coming. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned something. If you didn't get to attend SFR this year, there will always be one next year. And I hope you guys get to join us then. If not, if anyone has any questions, please reach out. And you are all welcome to join us next week for Work It Wednesday again, same time, same place. See you then. Tabitha normally ends this thing and I don't know how to end it for everyone, so.
Stop the recording.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Isn't that the same?
Good night.
Good night.